So I'm going to begin to share a series of very simple meditation techniques that can be applied several times throughout the day for just a few minutes at a time, or really as long as you can hold the focus of the vibration. And my intention with this is to give you simple, efficient ways to basically memorize a new state of being. And through my own personal work, working in my own mind and in the minds of others, I have come across certain frequencies that seem to be very vital and very important to program into the chakra system, into the body. And so today I'm going to talk about the frequency of home. So home, right? When I say the word home, my whole body deeply relaxes. Home. Of course, we have the sound Om, right, which is the sound of creation. Om. But home has a deeper meaning for me psychologically. Home, on the physical level, means homeostasis, right? Homeostasis, the natural state of proper functioning. Homeostasis, home. So if you tune into the energy inside of your body and say, home, you might feel an instant lift or expansion or radiation, perhaps from the bone marrow, perhaps from the blood. And why the frequency of home is so nourishing, especially for very empathic people, is because if you're born into this world and you are born into an environment with a lot of chaos, right? Spirit comes in through the chakra system, and through the root chakra, we connect with our environment. We connect with our environment. So if we don't feel connected to our tribe, our physical environment, right? If we don't feel a nourishing connection with our environment, then our energy will retreat from the root chakra. And what happens is, when I tune into a lot of people's root chakras, it sounds like wind. It's vacant. There's no consciousness in the root chakra because there's no desire to connect. If we want to be able to occupy our chakra system, we have to create the world that we want to live in. We have to create the world that we want to live in. And so a very efficient way to do that, particularly with the root chakra, is to focus not only on the root chakra, but in this case, what I'm going to share with you today, I call it a blood meditation. So before I explain it to you, it's very simple, but before I explain it to you, I want to really bring home the importance of having a healed root chakra, because if you don't feel connected to the environment, if spirit can't connect with the physical world, it's very difficult to manifest, which is not something, it's not a shallow thing. Manifestation is the creative principle of who we are. So it's hard to express that part of who we are if we don't have a desire to be connected to the environment. So one of the very powerful teachings of Jesus in the Essene Gospel of Peace is to become one with the elements, right? And that's a very simple way to connect with the environment, to commune with the consciousness of the sun, the consciousness of the water, the consciousness of the earth, right? To remember our deep connection with these elements and become one with them, so that our spirit can descend all the way to the root chakra and our consciousness can express from a place of wholeness into the physical world, which is our maximal service to humanity, is to express who we are into the world. So, besides communing with the elements, which I will speak to more, I love this blood meditation. So blood, right? Our blood is a metaphor. It represents consciousness. So if you have never felt at home, if you have never felt like you've belonged, if you always feel like you're a wanderer, which is not a bad thing, But if you haven't had that nourishing connection to human beings or to your physical environment, right? If that root chakra is vacant, this can be a very nourishing way to reestablish a connection. And it is very important that we learned to give ourselves the qualities, the nutriments that we require in order to express our radiance in the fullest way that we came here to do. So blood is consciousness. So if you tune into your blood, right, and automatically I'm tuned into the field of blood in my body from head to toe, right? So I'm connected with the field of blood. And I'm tuning into the frequency home, right? So you focus on blood and you hold the intention home, home. And you create, right? Notice what that feels like. Notice what that feels like. To me, I feel a lightness. I feel a deep relaxation. I feel a deep feeling of nourishment. And by the way, this can also connect you to your light lineage, to your star family. It's hard to anchor those higher connections in the physical world, right? If we are constantly disconnecting from our own root chakra, because if we're not connected to the root chakra, right, we can go again into worry, into overwhelm. We can get swept away by emotional whirlpools, right? So in order to be stable, we must feel comfortable in the environment. And the easiest way to do that is to create the environment that you wish to experience. So tune into the field of the blood and hold the intention home. And I see a white light in the field of the blood radiating out past the boundary of the skin. So home, home, home. I'm holding the frequency of home and I feel this light radiating from my blood, from my bone marrow out, right? So I'm creating an environment of home, and it's that simple. The word is very powerful. Home might not be a nourishing word for you. Find one that is. For me, home, I would say the desire that I have the most as a physical individual is to create a nourishing home. Home, homeostasis in the body, being the creator of my experience, radiating the song of my soul into reality. Home. Take a moment to write the word home or whatever word is nourishing to you and write underneath it what it means to you. For me, homeostasis. For me, I am the creator of my reality. For me, immunity. For me, energetic boundaries. For me, the creation of the field that I want to live in. I want to feel completely at ease wherever I am. And that word, that frequency, and anchoring it into my consciousness through focusing on the blood. Because the body, why the blood? Because the body requires experience. If your body experienced trauma and chaos as a child, your body requires a new experience in order to hold a higher frequency of energy. Right? That's how you raise the vibration of the body. You put your attention in the body and you hold a tone or a frequency. You create the environment that you wish you had as a child. And one word can be a very powerful way to do that. So play a song. Use a song without lyrics to anchor that frequency. Home. Home. It's like natural ease, the natural state of ease, of radiance. That's what home means to me. Take a moment and write down what it means to you and then actually apply this focus and anchor it in your physical body. You do not have to meditate for hours a day, although that's not a bad idea either, right? Bathing in a frequency that your body requires to experience in order to hold the vibration of, you know, the higher consciousness that you're bringing into your life by meditation, by spiritual practice, by devotion, by service. There has to be a compatibility with the body. And so choosing a field in the body like the blood, like the bones, and isolating a frequency that is nourishing, I have found at least, is extremely helpful. So I hope this is helpful, and I hope you have a beautiful day.